so we're here on a Saturday afternoon. The office is empty. Myself and Sean just thought we'd come meet up and catch up with some work. At the same time, maybe give you a bit of an office tour and let you know what we've been getting on with.
That's right. So since the COVID pandemic, our office building's actually been empty. More or less, the street's been empty. I've come down to London today to meet Nat, catch up with some work and so on. So yeah, let's go upstairs. Let's show you the rooms and what actually goes on and what the operations of Astro FX are.
So guys, before we show you the rest of the office, let me start off with this quote. So a lot of people always see this in the background of my pictures. Now it's quite a funny story that actually goes behind it. So I think it was our first apartment that we got in London, and we got asked to do this TV show. I think it's for the BBC or something. And luckily we said no, because it ended up being a little bit cringy for our style. But because of that, we actually went to go view our office in the Shard.
In the Shard, yeah. So our first office viewing, because we did like a few trailer and pilot episodes, was quite expensive, and we said to ourselves, do we really need to go this far to grow the brand and grow the business? But after turning down the BBC episode, that actually gave us the inspiration to actually look for an office, and then we actually ended up at this place, which was a lot more convenient for what we wanted to do for the year ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot more expensive as well. So I actually said to myself, I want to come into the office every day and actually be motivated, inspired, because sometimes everyone always loses a bit of motivation, but if it's behind you, you got to make the work for it. This is my desk. And so this is where the fund actually manages a lot of the performance, which I'll show you in a minute. This setup actually is for a good trading and business kind of mix. So I'm usually here with Sean, and I want to say about 3-4 times a week. Sometimes in the mornings, I'll actually do a lot of the work from home, but sometimes it's actually fun to come in here and just be with like-minded people in the office, and we're always going for different ideas and stuff as well. And I think we're actually going to try and create some content for the terminal today as well.
That's right. Astro FX Terminal is one of the pieces that all of our traders actually get. Alongside the terminal, this room is also used to develop and look at the statistics from all of the traders and all of the fund work, which we'll show you an insight into in a moment. But with the Astro FX Terminal, every single day in the daily report section, along with our customized charting software, you also get daily fundamentals given and presented by one of our fundamental experts, alongside my technical videos, which go into details 2-3 times a week for trade setups, highlights, and things that me and Nat are personally looking at as well. Alongside that, we have one of our key features of the room, which is a bar, which these guys have recently installed in the last week or so.
Before that, I think that the drinks on the table is going to be messy as well. For a lot of people actually watching this video as well, on an important note, we had, since we kind of officially, I'd say, launched Astro FX Accelerator, we have more than 10,000 people inquire.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people always hit us up and say, I never got a call back, I never got a reply. We have over 12 members of staff here, and what we try to do is try and give everyone the appropriate time to see if the funding or the accelerator program's for them. So I'm asking you guys for a little bit of a favor right now. If you haven't got a call, or even if you'd like to schedule a call again, go on to astroaccelerator.com. Pick a time, pick a date that you would like to be contacted at, and one of our members of our team will go through your trading with you to see if it's for you as well. So hopefully you guys will be part of the fun very soon. Let me show you the bull and the bear behind you. So I think this was about a week coming into the office. We didn't get permission, but we decided to spray paint a huge bull and bear on the wall. We went through quite a few different designs. And so this is a big feature which people love in the office. People always come and take pictures with it. Over here we have our algo trader. So I can't wait to show you a little bit more about the statistics of the fund in future videos. But this is where we come and monitor each trade's performance and the performance as a fund as a whole. And our goal and our plan is to make sure consistency, preservation of capital, and the performance is always getting better. So I'll leave this to show you guys in a future video. So guys, over here we have our money tree. So this is actually a tree that's so heavy, it took about 3-4 of us to carry upstairs. And then I had like an idea about all of our Astro FX members, because they're from all across the world, each one of them sending in a currency note from that country. And then we get like a little bit of a ladder, staple one on, and people actually love to know that something that they've sent in is here on our tree. So hopefully this will get a little bit bigger over time as well.
That's right. Also in this small area right here is where we invite some of the traders who have hit their milestones, their targets, who have gone from junior, senior and beyond who may need further funding. And we break down all of the statistics over there on the algo space. And we sometimes just have a drink and actually celebrate the progress and so on. Over here, we actually recently hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube channel, which is one of our first great milestones for YouTube, and we consistently are growing. Thank you everybody who's actually subscribed, and we hope to get some more of these plaques in the future. So with all of that being said, let's go into the other room and show you where the other operations of Astro Effects actually go down.
Cool. So guys, this is our senior trading floor. So right now we have over 200 fully funded Astro FX traders, and out of those we have 35 which are consistently profitable, which we'll be sharing with you with the interviews that we just showed you. But the ones that are still on the way to profitability, our dedicated team here is along with them every single step of the way.
That's right. So we have the quarterly reviews, we have answers and insights to any questions and hurdles, and when people need to jump over a milestone, whether it be strategy related, money management related, or even psychologically related, all of those inquiries and everything's more or less dealt with in here. So we have this, and we also have the partition, because this entire room here, I think you may have seen from one of the earlier YouTube videos when we actually first moved into the office, it was just one room. So when we actually expanded Astro and went into the Capital Funding League, we actually put this partition up, which separated both rooms, and then we'll come through here and show you guys exactly what goes on.
So guys, this is our junior side of the trading floor. This is where people on the program will first begin, and this, in the last, few months, we've seen people come from all over the world. We've had people travel from the States, South Africa, even as far as Malaysia. We create this room to give you the full experience of what it's like to be an institutional trader.
That's right. So we took this more or less from inspiration from our earlier days in the markets, and we've seen great progress and results, and we're building a community of traders from all across the globe. And even though you may have some language differences, and the skill sets obviously are going to differ as well, people actually like to come here and bounce ideas off each other, learn from other people's stories. We have a bookshelf over there with all of our favorite trading books. We also do presentations over here, whether it be technical breakdowns, sharing mine and Nat's personal stories, and going over trade recommendations and positions that we may be in or have taken from the week previously as well.
Yeah, and just touch upon Sean, what you just said. When we first started, trading from a room can be very lonely. And people don't really talk about the kind of the bad side, the pressures, the depression that comes with it as well. So what we want to do is create, as Sean said, a community where sometimes when the trading day is finished, we come in here, again, have a few drinks from there, share them, we take people out for food. We want to talk about not only the winning side of trading, but also the people that are not doing so well. Our goal is to become relatable with everybody. So if someone's having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, we sit there with them and tell them that's also happened to us. And here's some of the kind of the behind the scenes, would you say, advice to actually take them to the point of actually coming back from that.
That's right. So this room, we've had a massive success so far, and due to the influx of interest and the success of just this space right here, we're probably looking to actually duplicate this maybe upstairs or downstairs in the near future, and actually grow Astro even more from just this first floor. Over here, I'm sure some of you guys have seen on our Instagram pages and also on previous YouTube videos, we have the Astro timeline in a nutshell. So Nat, take it away.
Wow, where do I begin? So 2009, we put up this number just to show people that you can't learn it in like an afternoon, even a day or two. We always tell people, and any trader that comes in here, you're going to be doing this for a few years before you potentially get the hang of it to take it to that level. This is actually our favorite coffee. They actually stopped doing this, so we might have to change this up. The first car we ever bought was the Maserati F13 REX, followed with the first R8 that we bought. Spain, which was one of our first places that we went. We did Sean's favorite YouTube video there. And just little little trophies that we wanted, like things that we wanted to buy. Yeah, and I think Miami, we went to Miami for the second time now. One of our biggest audiences there, and yes guys, we are still planning to open the office over there when COVID-19 is finally finished. LA, I think is one of our favorite places in the entire world. Technical Tuesdays, I think people always ask when the next one's gonna come. And all the way to the Monopoly board of Mayfair as well. So, when people come in here, we don't want them to think that we got this very quickly or it came just from overnight success. We want people to know that, okay, that's 10 years of hard work to help us get to this point, and our goal is to make other people's, shall we say, journey shorter, quicker.
Yeah, and just again, I think one of the main points of this room and bringing people together to share their experiences and stories is to allow people to know that they're actually not alone on their trading journey when it can get really, really tough, difficult, and quite depressing as well. Because we also cater for people's mental health in this arena, and share some of our ups and downs as to what actually took to actually get here. Because we actually started from a 2-man office back in Birmingham 6 years ago from our bedrooms. Once we actually learned the markets and started to code our own journey ourselves, just giving people that inspiration and that insight right in this room to actually let them know that it's a career commitment. There's 35,000 hours on that wall, which we've come up with a figure as to what it takes on the charts to master your own psychology, discipline, and emotional intelligence as well. So yeah, it's been a mad journey, but there's going to be a lot more to come.
Now that's the end of this office tour, and it's raining outside. We just heard lightning, but I'm going to show you outside anyway. So outside here is actually where he lives, who actually protects our cars half the time. And this is right next to the students as well. So a lot of people, we actually are the only ones as well who actually have a balcony. So guys, last bit of the office tour. It's pouring down in rain, but I want to show you anyway. We're the only office here on this building with a balcony. We got this office so people can come outside, get a bit of fresh air as well. On a sunny day, it looks a lot better than it does right now. As you can see, we have some of the cars outside as well that people will always walk past and take pictures of, which is quite nice. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the office tour. Also, this is Pip's house as well, so hopefully you can see him if you drive by. Thank you.